everyone. You're watching Madden Ultimate Team, and I'm your host, the coach. This game should not disappoint, so sit back and put that remote down.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. To return it, here's Reggie Bush. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Here come the Bengals now to take over. They're led by the number 2 overall pick in April's draft from BYU, the rookie Zach Wilson.
And what's a quarterback's best friend?
Balance?
I think you're right. I agree with you. You know, a lot of guys would say a great receiver, right? A terrific offensive line. But I agree with you, balance, because if you can run the ball effectively.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Kevin Green. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after him.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on here, you think this is something we could see a lot?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it, because this is a unit that wants to play the game on their terms.
Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Call it a 3-yard gain, but they'll be forced into a 3rd and 15 coming up. There's Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. How to get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that tougher rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm is going forward. Incomplete pass. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. And he'll get this away into the humid Florida sky. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And it'll be Dolphin football. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. They'll be led out by the reigning MVP of the National Football League, now in his 17th season out of Cal. It's Aaron Rodgers.
I think Aaron Rodgers is one of the poster boys for persistence and belief in self. Because coming out of high school, he had 0 scholarship offers in the D1 level. Went to a junior college, went to Cal, and just blew up there. And then, of course, he's a first-round draft pick, but a lot lower than what he expected in the first round, and then had to sit behind Brett Favre for a few years in Green Bay before getting his shot. Now he's probably one of the better quarterbacks that we've seen come down the pipe.
They'll run for the first time here with Brown. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Here's Brown. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
They'll run on first down. Brown. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. 2nd down at 4. They go with Brown. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down, at least at first glance, as they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Now it's Rodgers. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football. We're scoreless after 1. Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. From 8 yards out. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. That's why you've got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good. We're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done. Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it winds up in 6 points for the Dolphins. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Now Bush on the return. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. The drive starts with Reggie Bush. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
Well, they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
Yeah, nobody leaked. Big play. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. They'll hand it off to Bush. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 4 yards the pickup, first down. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Kevin Green picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long. Now the Bengals urging everybody to get back to the line of scrimmage. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Javon Curse coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance, they've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return. And the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. To throw, it's Rodgers. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, but it's going to be second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Six-time Pro Bowler Calvin Johnson, the intended target. And that takes us from second to third down. And now Rodgers not pleased with the setup. He's going to take a timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Rodgers going to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Calvin Johnson fine work there on the touchdown run. And the Dolphins head on to their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8-ball.
You got to make sure to just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now 14-0. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it ends with a touchdown for the Dolphins. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Now Bush on the return. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, that usually sparks people. Hey, we can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on the ground, but that hasn't been the case so far in this game. So maybe they've got to figure out how do they get rid of the ball faster to help out the offensive line so he doesn't get hit as much.
And we'll see if they can keep him off the ground now going forward. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Up to make the play defensively, Tre'Davious White. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. We got an excellent first half from the former MVP, Mr. Aaron Rodgers. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats for the Bengals in that first half. And they did have some success running the football in those first 2 quarters. And that might be something they continue to work on as they try to get back in this game. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they did not have the same kind of success on the ground. They struggled to get the run game going to this point, as you see there.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half, it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Another run for Brown on second down. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, going to pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised him a little bit running the ball, yet they route.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. But pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. Throwing is Wilson. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Jalen Ramsey with a sack on the corner blitz. A rookie QB struggling, gets thrown down to the ground there. But, you know, maybe this game, it's not over yet, but maybe this game can be a learning experience for him.
So many different things that he has to pick up on. When to go ahead and flush from the pocket and run. When to get rid of the football and not take the sack. When to just go ahead and go down early and make sure you don't fumble the football. So many things that he has to learn. This game starts the process.
And did he have enough? He did. He kept it online and managed to tuck it into the bottom right corner. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire. And they did, holding them to a field goal.
Aaron Rodgers, he's getting ready to go again here on offense. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, he did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
A gain of 3, second down. Right back to Brown. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Let's go. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run now with Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Well, not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it here with Brown. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Now a carry for Brown. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. On play action, it's Rodgers. Looking left side, and it's complete. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. A run here with Brown. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Brown, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And the Dolphins are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Now that's a big pickup right there, and so often we focus on how the quarterback's faking out play action. How about everyone being in on the deal and picking it up?
2nd, 3rd levels, you can see them trying to recover. They bit. Worked out offensively. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They give it to Brown, and he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. They'll try and run it in with Brown, and he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the 1st of their timeouts. It's just their 1st. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll give it here to Brown. And this is going to depend on the spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And I guess not content to get another 3 here late. They'll try to add 6 more as they go on 4th and goal. They'll try and run for it with Brown. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed he did not. They stop him. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Bengals are going to get the football back. The Bengals drive about to get going. Now Wilson back into his end zone. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Antrell Roll with a pick, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Boswell for the extra point. And it's 21-3. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. Oh, a good return up past the 30. One last shot for Wilson. He's going to let it fly. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.